I made all them mistakes.
You are traveling with children. Anyone needing special assistance or anyone acting like a child, please make sure to put your mask on first. Thanks for your attention, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy our 3-hour, 15-minute flight to Salt Lake City. Welcome aboard.
I didn't do. I can't say I'm proud of all of the things that I've done, but I can say I've never intentionally hurt anyone. I've always been different with one foot over the line, winding up somewhere one step ahead or behind. It ain't been so easy, but I guess I shouldn't complain.
Now this area is pretty much the same way it was when the Indians were wandering around in it. That's because of this country's national park system. Its sole function of the national park system is to protect wildlife and the forest from the thousands of campers coming here every year. Now I know that my opinion don't mean too much, but I think that if we get any further encroachment on these park areas, we're going to destroy the natural beauty of what you're looking at. If the government could somehow manage to protect these areas, we just might be able to keep this typical, completely American landscape like this forever.
That's where the road's gonna go, and that's where we're gonna camp.
Why is it so bumpy?
Because it's an old road.
This is day one of camping trip, and we got an ideal spot. Brother-in-law, my sister, and their chitlins are sleeping. We're burning wood, smoking cigars and drinking booze.
I don't know today's date. What's
All right, John. Day one.
Oh, hang on.
How do you
Turn
feel?
around so I don't have my ass hanging. Hey! I think you nailed it. Yeah.
All right, so this is the start of day 2, end of day 1. We did about 10 miles. We climbed about 2,500 feet because we weren't able to get up to our original start point, so we're both a little tired. We've got a long fucking day, followed by 3 more long fucking days.
And the mosquitoes?
And the mosquitoes are fucking horrendous.
They're the worst. Alright. Alright.
All right, I could be wrong, but I believe that's where we're heading. Go around that little lake, around that point, and then up Trail Rider Pass. And there's Mr. LaBarge.
Situation. What's it doing?
There's lightning right above us.
Time to eat a granola bar.
When you get knocked down, you gotta get back up. I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I know enough to know. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. I lit my brain with rot gut whiskey till my pain was chicken fried. And I had dudes with badges frisk me, teach me how to swallow pride.
Well, that was fun.
I took advice no fool would take. I got some habits I can't shake. I ain't the sharpest knife.
We made it about a half hour until another storm came in with more hail.
Not happy.
When you get knocked down, you gotta get back up. That's the way it is in life and love. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
Well, what's our situation?
Oh, it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and again we're pinned down because we can't go over the pass due to thunderstorms.
Cue thunder. This is our solution to waiting and freezing our asses off.
Been on that short end for too long. But if they gave medals for honky-tonk wars, hell, I'd keep mine in my chest of drawers. with my IRS bills and divorce papers and all that stuff.
This is Anderson Pass, which we are hoping to go up if the weather cooperates.
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. When you get knocked down, you gotta get back up. I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I know enough to know. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
And we made it to the top, or almost to the top, of Anderson Pass. It's right up there. We've got decent enough weather to make it to the top, and hopefully enough daylight to get back down the other side without using our headlamps.
From over there, went down in the valley. Now we decided to use our window of opportunity to try and make it over this next pass before another storm blows in.
Well, this is the top of Anderson Pass. Sun's going down. We've got to get, who knows where, to camp. At least down. I'm exhausted. We probably hiked about 16 or 17 miles today. This is John coming up. Now try.
It's the highest I've ever climbed. I'm tired. The sun has set on us and we're still stuck on the backside of this mountain. It's going to be a good time. And we have a long ways to go.
Thing's good.
There's the peak we came down last night. We made it all of this far before we had to collapse and go to sleep.
Immediately no food,
It's
no water.
we're probably at 11,000 or above 11,000. It was an exhausting day yesterday. We're gonna go down there towards the woods, then up most likely between those two hills, and then over the pass behind it.
All right, we're on the top of Tungsten Pass, and we are heading over that pass, Porcupine Pass. We'll probably bang it out in a couple hours.
Almost to the top. And it's interesting because you would have thought that by now we would have dumped out the whiskey, but we didn't.
It's a long and a dusty road, a hard and a heavy load, and the folks that I meet ain't always kind. Some are bad, some are good, some have done the best they could, and some have tried to ease my troubled mind.
This is campsite day 3. I have my hammock back. I might actually sleep tonight. It's a beautiful thing.
Can't help but wonder where I'm bound.
We actually finished hiking by 2:30.
2:30. We've been sleeping and being bums all day.
What I was meant to do. And the people that I see look as worried as can be, and it looks like they are wondering too. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound.
Well, we just hiked up through this valley, a little longer and tougher than we'd thought. I saw a whole bunch of sheep, and we are heading, right there is Red Knob, and we are heading up a little trail to Red Knob Pass, and then back down the other side, and then hopefully up another pass before weather sets in.
And my good gal went off on the morning train, and I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound.
We are at Red Knob Pass.
Can't
Started
help but
over
wonder
around that way.
where I'm bound.
Came down through that forest, up through the valley. Now we go down into here to cross over the ridge to the other side at some point.
And this is Dead Horse Pass, which we're heading up.
And you wish that you
Hey John, what do you think of their trails out here?
nailed your shoes to the kitchen.
So we came from over there, up above Red Knob Pass, down through the valley, right by this stunningly beautiful lake, where some ass decided that this was the best way to get up by putting a bunch of little switchbacks in this loose rock. And now we're here, with a bit more to go.
I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm
That's
bound.
where we're headed.
Whining and bitching about these trails. They are pretty freaking sweet. And considering that the view reminds me a lot of Yosemite, there's not the 4 million people, which is kind of nice. And there's no sign of blacktop, which is another thing. It's really quite amazing. There's rocks everywhere, there's snow, it's nice and breezy, no bugs. It's camp at night 4. I wouldn't say morale's low, but
You got to drink whiskey.
my meniscus, I screwed it up probably 6 or 8 miles ago, maybe. I just heard a crunchy sound, and between that and John's feet, would you like to elaborate, John? Why don't you just walk over here?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm in the shot yet.
No, just
But I
over
have-
here by the tree.
I have blisters just about everywhere, and they're so disgusting, and I can't even.
So we're a bit slow. And we got one pass left to do, and then sort of downhill from there. And the pass is what? Hazardous for horses and livestock. So we're optimistic.
Sometimes I don't know if I'll make it. Sometimes I wish I could walk away. Sometimes I don't know if I'll make it through. But you know I'm gonna do it anyway. Got a guitar in the heart.
Alright, Rocky Sea Pass. The last of the passes for us to cross before we get to leave, go home. Exit somewhere down here, probably on the other side of that valley. But at least we don't have any more huge hills to go over. There's that. So John, you were just saying if you started going this way.
If you start going this way, you've got a nice little trail, you've got bridges, you've got passes that are about the easiest things you could possibly do. You get a full sense of security.
Or you could do it backwards. I'm taking the trail to the trailhead. John has taken the trail to Mirror Lake, where the car is supposedly parked. This trail's a little bit shorter, and I just heard the first automobile that I haven't heard in like 5 days. So I am almost out of the woods. I'm very happy for that. This is it. I made it out of the woods. Thank God, just in time.
What her big mouth mama told